I've got a rather unusual request. Unusual in that you very seldom hear a preacher or a minister of God doing this. And I was hoping that everything was running smooth and I wouldn't have to. But this is the Philippines, and everybody does their business in their way. And there's no standard operating procedure in a lot of the businesses. They pretty much do as they want to and say as they want to. The story is, as you know, we're moving to the southern part of the island of Luzon, to a place called Legazpi. This is where my wife is from, this area, and it's less populated. It's less densely populated than Manila, and I think that things will be healthier there for me with my lung problem, and and there's going to be a relief in the cash flow for my fixed income every month, because the rent is going to be about 3,500 pesos less than what it is here, and the electricity is going to be different, a lot less. I paid almost $100 a month in electricity for a room that is probably 12 by 12 or 14 by 14, and then we have a bathroom and we have a kitchen, a small kitchen, and all of this has cost me $100 a month in electric. So we planned to take the bus because it was kind of a last minute thing. We found this house, and I had to send a month's rent down there without being there, because I had to notify these people that we were moving. And it was all kind of very quick. Well, my wife was doing the business end of it, because in the Philippines, if you are a foreigner, it's better for you to do business through a Filipino that you trust, because they have a tendency to come out with a different price if you're a foreigner than they would a Filipino. And so the man at the bus station, we checked around. There's been a lot of bus accidents here, and we checked for the safest way. And we found a bus company that had a sterling record. The trip from Manila to Legazpi will be on the night of the 4th of June, and it will be an all-night trip. But I do look forward to God blessing us down there and abundantly coming to our rescue. But when my wife called the people, they said what the ticket was going to be, 950 pesos for each of us. And so the man told my wife that he could pay, that she could pay at the time that we bought our ticket, just before we were leaving, and that was fine. We took our backup money and spent it on other things that was necessary for the trip. But then yesterday, my wife called to verify our reservations, and the girl said that we had to have our money in, or the money for the ticket in, by the 1st of June, which is on Sunday. Now, I don't get my money put into the American bank until the 3rd of June. And so, needless to say, there's a problem. And what I would like for somebody to do is to loan me $50, American money, and that will be just a little over 2,000 pesos, but I'm going to sweeten the deal in a minute. Now, the last time that I asked for free will offering, two people stepped forward and was very generous and very gracious, but nobody else answered. So I promised God that I would not put people in that situation, and I would not put myself in that situation again. So this is why this has to be a loan. I will send back the money to whoever is gracious enough to send it on the 4th of June, which would probably be, well, most of the United States is 12 hours behind us, and so that would be the 3rd of June for you. But I will send it to you post haste as soon as I get to the Western Union office, and I will pay you back. As a matter of fact, I plan to send 55 back because the exchange rate here is, I think that for $45 I would get 2,000, just a little over 2,000 Philippine pesos. And so with the charge for, I believe it's a $5 charge for sending the money, and the exchange rate, or the exchange, maybe there'll be an exchange cost from pesos back to American dollars when I send the loan back. I want to send $55. And I wouldn't be asking this if this was not a desperate thing. We're moving out on the 4th, and we're leaving the night of the 4th. Now, this bus is full all of the time because it's a very good ride down there, and it's very cost effective as far as the quality of service you get. So I do need to hear from somebody. I do need to hear from them within the next couple days. And because I do not make a habit of asking for donations, and I will not, because as I said, I've given an oath to the Lord that anything that I take off of people will be a loan. And if 2 or 3 people send their acceptance of the deal, I will pick one, and the other 2 you will not hear from me. But it's just that this is a situation that is very critical, because we believed somebody that we shouldn't have, and we believed somebody who did not have the authority that they thought they had. And so I'm sure God will work it out. But as I said, if you would be so kind as to send me a loan of $50, I will send back $55 on Tuesday, June 4th, and that way heaven will be appeased, and my oath to God will be made whole and complete. We do not have too many other options to do. I mean, they've got our reservation for the bus, and we have our seat numbers. The only thing is, we can't pay them when they want to get paid. And I wish they had told us this in the beginning, but that's the way things go. God bless you. God keep you. If there's anybody who would like to help in this time, my email is aprop, that's APROPH, at Gmail. I'm sorry, APROP, APROPH 617 at gmail.com. And that letter will get to me. I hope to hear from somebody within the next 2 days. I wrote to a brother, and I'm not getting a response back, and I haven't seen him on the internet for a while, so I don't know if he's available. If he answers me, you won't hear from me. But if he answers me and I've already accepted the loan of one person, I will tell him that I've already taken care of it. Because obviously I can't take 3 loans of $50 and pay back $165. So God bless you, God keep you, and pray about it. I will perform what I have told you. Maranatha.